Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed about the Charles law, combined gas equation, and also we solved some numericals based on Charles law and the combined gas equation. So we have seen that in case of Boyle's law, the volume inversely proportional to pressure, V proportional to 1 by P. In Charles law, V proportional to T at a constant P. By taking these two, again we established the relationship between P, V and T. P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. Okay. Now next we will establish the relationship between pressure and temperature at a constant volume called the Gay-Lussac's law. Okay. Gay-Lussac's law. So what says it? Volume remaining constant the pressure of a given mass of a gas increases or decreases by 1 by 273 of its original pressure. For every 1 degree centigrade rise or fall of temperature. Okay. So let P0 is the pressure at 0 degree centigrade. So pressure, therefore of the gas at 1 degree centigrade equal what? P0 plus P0 by 273. Similarly, pressure of the gas at 2 degree centigrade equal what? P0 plus 2 P0 by 273. Therefore, pressure of the gas at T degree centigrade P0 plus is equal to P0 into 273 plus T by 273 P0 T by 273. Okay. So, the pressure of the gas at 273 degree centigrade is what row P0 T by 273 where T is equal to absolute zero, absolute temperature T equal to T plus 273. Now if pressure is P1 at T1 degree centigrade, then P1 is equal to P0 T1 by 273 and if pressure is P2 at T2 degree centigrade, then P2 equal to P0 T2 by 273. Therefore, P1 by P2 equal to P0 T1 by 273 divided by P0 T2 by 273 is equal to P0 T1 by 273 into 273 by P0 T2. Okay, so you get what? T1 by T2. So P1 by P2 equal what? T1 by T2. Symbolize P by T equal to constant. This implies P proportional to T. That means what? Volume remaining constant. Volume remaining constant. The pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. This is called Gale-Stokes law. Okay. So let us have a numerical based on this Gale-Stokes law. Okay. The question: a steel tank contains carbon dioxide at 17 degree centigrade and pressure 10.0 bar. Calculate the gas pressure when the temperature is 100 degree centigrade. Okay. A steel tank contains carbon dioxide gas at 17 degree centigrade. Temperature T1 equal to 17 degree centigrade is equal to 17 plus 273 is equal to 290 Kelvin. Pressure, temperature initial pressure P1 is equal to 10.0 bar. Calculate the gas pressure when the temperature is 100 degree centigrade. Final temperature T2 equal what? 100 degree centigrade equal to 100 plus 273 equal to 373 Kelvin. So final pressure P2 now applying Gale-Stokes law. Okay. P1 by T1 equal to P2 by T2. Okay. P2 equal to P1 T2 by T1. So P1 is how much here? 10.0 bar into T2 373 by T1 290 is equal to, get the answer, So here on calculation you get what 12.86 bar. So 12.86 bar is the final pressure. Okay, when the temperature becomes what 100 degree centigrade. Okay, so when the temperature was 17 degree centigrade, the pressure was 10 bar. Now when the temperature becomes 100 degree centigrade, now the pressure becomes what 12.86 bar. Okay, now let us discuss about the Avogadro's law. Okay, what is your Avogadro's law? Already we have discussed in the first class of this chapter, and also we discussed in the chapter basic concept Avogadro's law. Okay, Avogadro's law. What says it? According to this law, equal volume of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules. For example, you see, if I have a container here, okay, that contains, suppose we have the at NTP condition, okay. Now here is your pressure is what 1 atmosphere, okay. Temperature is what 273 Kelvin. Okay, suppose we have here the O2 gas. Suppose again I have what here the N2 gas here. Again here P equal what 1 atmosphere, T what 273 Kelvin. Okay. Again here suppose CO2 gas, pressure P 1 atmosphere, temperature T what 273 Kelvin. Now suppose the volume V is what is the 22.4 liter. Okay, volume here what 20.4 liter. Volume V is what 22.4 liter. Then the number of molecules N is what now 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. It was what 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules. That means equal volume of all gases. I have the different gases, but the volumes are same: 20.4 liter, 22.4 liter, 22.4 liter. Then here, because the temperature and pressure are remains constant, so the number of molecules also remains constant. Okay, that means what the V proportion to N here. But N is what? N equal what to the number of molecules. N is what to the number of molecules. V proportional to N. That means what? But we know number of moles is equal to number of moles N equal to number of molecules N divided by Avogadro's number N0. Okay, so N equal what? N by N0, because N0 is a constant. This implies N proportional to your N, because B proportional to N, N proportional to N, therefore B proportional to what? N. That means under the volume of the gas is the directly proportional to the number of moles. If number of moles is more, then volume will be also more, right? So what you can say, equal volume of all gases contains equal number of molecules under similar conditions of temperature, pressure, or you can say at a when the pressure and temperature remains constant, then the volume of the gas is directly proportional to the number of moles. Okay, so you can write your equal volume of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules. Okay, or you can say at constant temperature and pressure, the volume of gas is directly proportional to number of moles of the gas, V proportional to N. Okay, so this is what you the Avogadro's law. Okay, now let us discuss about the ideal gas equation. Okay, now what is an ideal gas? Ideal gas is a gas which can obey all the gas laws at all conditions of temperature and pressure, and also will obey the gas equation called the PV equal to nRT. That we will establish now. So we know ideal gas equation. We know from Boyle's law, V proportional to 1 by P. Okay. From Charles' law, V proportional to T. From Avogadro's law, V proportional to N. Okay, so V proportional to 1 by P, V proportional to T, V proportional to N. So combining these three, okay, what will you get? Combining the 3 V proportional to NT by P. Okay, V proportional to 1 by P, V proportional to T, V proportional to N. Therefore, V proportional to NT by P. Or you can write V equal to RNT by P. V equal to RNT by P. Simple as PV equal to nRT. PV equal to nRT. This is PV equal to nRT is called what to the ideal gas equation. Okay, equation 4 is called what to the, is called what, you know, ideal gas equation. P is the pressure of the gas, V is the volume of the gas, N is the number of moles of the gas, T is the absolute temperature, and R is the constant called universal gas constant here. Okay, so R is what? R is your universal gas constant, and those gases which obey this ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT, and all the gas laws like Boyle's law, Charles law, at all conditions of temperature and pressure, then that gas is known as the ideal gas. Okay, so for 1 mole of gas, PV equal to what? RT. Okay. Now, PV equal to nRT or P equal to N of N by V RT, or P equal to N means what? Number of moles equal to mass by molecular mass into 1 by V RT. Okay, so N equal what to double by M, number of molecular mass by molecular mass, or P is equal to double by V to RT by M. Now the mass by volume equal to what? Density. So P equal to what? Rho RT by M. Okay. Or rho equal to Pm by RT. That means see, also we can find out the density of the gas. Okay, so here what the rho is what? Density equal what? Mass by volume. Okay, so ideal gas is such a gas which can obey all the gas laws at all conditions of temperature and pressure, and also it obeys the ideal gas equation. The gas equation this is also called your general gas equation, PV equal to nRT, and all conditions of temperature and pressure. And so from this PV equal to nRT also we can find out the density. Here you see PV equal to nRT or P equal to N by V RT. So N is the number of moles equal to mass by molecular mass, double by M. So P equal to W by M 1 by V RT or P equal to W by V RT by M. So mass by volume is equal to what? Rho density. Rho P equal to rho RT by M or rho equal to your PM by RT. Rho equal to what? PM by RT. Right. So here I can write here M equal to what? Rho molecular mass of the gas. Okay. So T is what? Your absolute temperature. Okay. So rho is the density and P is what? Pressure of the gas. Okay. And V is what? Volume of the gas. Okay. So this is about your ideal gas equation. So from this equation also we can find out the molecular mass of the gas. So M equal to rho RT, M equal to rho RT by PM by P. Okay. Now about the R. Okay. The universal gas constant R. We know value of R. We have PV equal to nRT. Therefore, R is equal to PV by NT. Okay. Now P is what? Pressure into V is what? Volume by N what? Number of moles into what? Absolute temperature. Absolute temperature. So this I can write P the pressure force per unit area F by A into volume what? AQ. Okay, divided by number of moles into temperature Kelvin. Okay, is equal to force F into A square. So P equal F by A, force by area, into volume equal what? AQ. Force per unit area A square. Okay, F by F into A by number of moles into what? Temperature Kelvin. This is equal to what? Work. So force into displacement, work by number of moles into temperature in Kelvin, R equal to. Let me see, the unit of R can be expressed in terms of what? Work or mole or Kelvin. Okay, so this implies therefore the value of R if he put the pressure, volume, number of moles and temperature. Okay, so if I take the pressure in atmosphere, okay, and volume in liter, N is the number of moles, and T absolute temperature in Kelvin. Okay, for standard state, we get what R equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, that means here I have taken the pressure, the standard pressure 1 atmosphere, volume 22.4 liter, and number of moles 1, and T is for absolute temperature 273 Kelvin. So we will get this value, and this I can also equal 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Or this you can take where 8.314 into 10 power of 7 arg per Kelvin per mole, or can it 1.987 calorie per Kelvin per mole. So these are the values of R. Okay, 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole, or you can say 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole, or 8.314 into 7 arg, joule into arg, or arg into calorie. Okay, so 1.987 calorie per Kelvin per mole, or simply you can take it 2 calorie per Kelvin per mole. Okay, so this is about how do the ideal gas equation. Okay, next we will have some numerical based on this ideal gas equation. Okay, so let us see the numericals. So based on this ideal gas equation, we have here the calculate the temperature at temperature of 4.0 moles of gas occupying 5 decimeter cube at 3.22 bar. That means here you see calculate the temperature of 4.0 moles. That means your number of moles N equal to 4, occupying 5 decimeter cube, volume V equal to 5 decimeter cube, and 3.22 bar, pressure P equal to 3.22 bar. Okay, and temperature we have to calculate. So from ideal gas equation, PV equal to nRT, therefore T equal to P by nR. Okay, so how much P here? 3.22 into V here 5 decimeter cube by N how much? 4 mole into R 0.082. Okay, so if you calculate this, we will get what 50 Kelvin. Okay, next question number 8. So here molecular mass of gas is 50.5 mu. Calculate density. We know the formula, density rho equal to Pm by RT. So molecular mass of gas M equal what? 50.5 mu by gram molecular mass, gram per mole. At 293 Kelvin, temperature T equal what? 293 Kelvin, and 0.973 atmospheric pressure. So P is what? 0.973 atmosphere. Okay, so we have rho equal to Pm by RT. Okay, so rho equal to Pm by RT, P equal 0.973 into M equal to 50.50 by R is what you can say 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole, and T is what 293 Kelvin. Okay, so here the density rho equal to Pm by RT 0.973 into 50.5 by 0.081 into 293, and we will get the 2.04 gram per liter. So (2.04 gram per liter will be the answer if you calculate this one. So density gram per liter. Okay, you get the answer this one. Okay, so this is all about what the ideal gas equation. Okay, and the next class we will discuss about the real gas and the kinetic theory of gases. Thank you.